Welcome back to episode number 33 of the Altered States Unplugged podcast. My name is Kyle Strubing. I am one half of this dynamic fivesome now today. I'm here with my life partner, my wife partner, Jojo Strubing. Jojo, baby, how are we doing today?
I'm good. I'm excited about the group we have here with us. This is a fun group. I'm excited to introduce them to the Altered States fam.
Yes, absolutely. So without further ado, we want to bring on and introduce the Euless team here. We're super excited.
Woo.
Killer location. We have Richie and Nicole Peterson here with us, and we have Miss Bree. So give it up for you guys. Excited for you.
Slow clap.
Slow clap
it out.
Yes. They're a little tight in the build out stage here, so the energy is a little low. I see.
Energy is a little low.
I get it. Yeah, we're all kind of feeling it. It's exciting and scary, and I promise you, it doesn't get easier. No, I'm kidding. It just gets. I
believe you.
It gets different. There's just different challenges, but we're excited about it. So. Richie, if you want to get started, introduce yourself, introduce your family, tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Okay.
Yes.
This is my lovely wife, Nicole, and my daughter, Bree. I have a background in law. I was an attorney. Still sort of am. I'm more of a landman now. If you ever watch that show, it's nothing like what I do. Bree's like been my ride or die for the past 20 something years.
Nice.
Yeah, we've had a lot of amazing times together, and I'm really looking forward to having her part of this team and helping with this business adventure. And it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm really glad she's going to be a part of it. And same with Nicole. She's been by my side for the past 10 years and been somebody I can just lean on for support, and she's always been there for me, and I'm really excited to have both of them by my side for this.
Heck yeah.
I love it. This team has always been really fun. You guys started out as customers of ours.
Yeah.
So came to Coppell. I think, did y'all do the date night experience?
That was interesting. Yeah. We did the couples float.
Yeah.
She struggled with that a little bit.
A little bit claustrophobic.
Yeah. We eased in though,
Yeah, I think I need to do it some more, but like I've claustrophobic, plus I was like in a super anxious state already. So I just couldn't fully shut the door.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to have a ton of opportunity to do that. Yes.
We're excited.
Yes.
I love it.
Two lovely float tanks.
Yeah.
Two lovely float tanks.
I love it. And then I know Richie came in one day and started asking us questions about the business, and I was like, well, are you interested? You know? And that kind of just sparked the conversations, and we talked a lot about what it would look like, and Richie shared a lot of your wellness side and kind of all of that. So it's always been a fun journey with you guys because it's been so natural. You guys have naturally been interested into the wellness space, and most of our conversations, I think, started with Richie, and then eventually we got to meet Nicole. And I remember, Kyle, you said something one time. You were like, "Man, Nicole's going to be really good at this," And he was like, "She's got a good mentality," and so that was awesome. And then eventually we got introduced to Bree, and I was like, "Oh man, this is going to be the dream team." She had just awesome background, going to school for therapy, right?
Yes.
I don't want to say the wrong lingo.
Yep. Marriage and family therapy.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that. And honestly, like, what are you most excited about throughout this whole process and even moving forward?
Yeah. So I'm still in school. I'm in grad school right now for marriage and family therapy. I have about half a year left on that. And I didn't really know if our paths would be able to align with this journey, but thankfully they really did. And so like my dad said, I've always been able to be a source of support for him, and especially in this wellness journey and kind of just finding a new purpose in life that has really aligned with my passions as a person, and then also supporting them in their journey. So kind of where I am at in my personal life and then also in this life are going very well together. So very excited to be here.
Nice.
Love it.
Nice.
Awesome.
We've talked, and I've gotten to know a little bit, but Richie, talk about, and because this seems to be kind of the genesis of a lot of this, what is some of your, what was your wellness routine, and how have some of these services helped you? Because I know you've made a ton of growth.
Yeah. I'd say the past 5 to 6 years, and especially the past 3 years, my life's changed dramatically. I was struggling a lot with anxiety problems and drinking. I would get really intense anxiety like the day after I would drink. And in order to cope with that, I would have more drinks. And it was the never-ending cycle of anxiety, drink. And then at some point, I reached a breaking point, and I was like, I can't keep doing this. I went to detox. That was my first sort of recovery adventure. They helped me find it, and I was super mad at them afterwards.
Been on that adventure as well. Yeah.
It was a psych ward.
Yeah, I think that experience alone has been a huge push for us to like dive full head into the wellness space.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
inhumane some of those places.
Yeah.
Yeah, during COVID especially, my company shut down for like 6 months. Nicole got let go from the company she'd been at for like 15 years. And we were just kind of locked up at home with our crazy little kids, and just nothing to do but pound them back and cope that way.
I don't think you were alone in that.
No. So
I was friends now, bud.
Yeah, just drinking and then ordering Uber Eats Jack in the Box at 2 a.m., waking up at 10 in the morning to Jack in the Box still sitting on the front porch, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Then back in what was that, like 2022, we had found out about a traumatic incident that happened with one of our kids. And that kind of put me in a really dark headspace. And that led me to start drinking to cope with that. And eventually it was Father's Day weekend of 2023. I came home. We had to take one of our kids down for a psychological evaluation in San Antonio, and got back home, had a nice Father's Day, hung out at the pool, and then that night I just like slipped into a massive depression. And it was like a week straight of like not getting out of bed and just crying nonstop and drinking nonstop. And that's when I went to my first treatment center, like a rehab. And I did that. I left after 10 days and did an intensive outpatient program after that. And then I was sober for about a year and then relapsed. Went to rehab this past November in Colorado.
2 Novembers ago.
Yeah, 2 Novembers ago, 2024.
Yeah.
November 25th. That's my sobriety date. They helped me find that place. I said,
that was a journey.
Go find me a place in the mountains. I want to like...
Didn't work out that well.
Want to clarify, he scheduled his own intervention.
I did. I invited everybody over after church and said, I need to go somewhere.
I love it.
That's
we
huge.
Created that's what it takes. Like it always has to be your decision, right?
Yeah.
So
We wrote it on paper that day too. I remember
We
a
still have it
recovery. What do we call it? It was you were committing to it. And so you had signed your signature, and then,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah. And it's been an adventure ever since. And that's kind of, once I was in rehab, that's when I got really focused on wanting to do something with my life that would make an impact on other people. And that was after I had initial conversations with Kyle. And so while I was there, I was really trying to dial in on, okay, if I'm going to do something that makes a difference in the world, what could I do? I think this would be a perfect opportunity. And here we are today.
Yeah. Heck
You
yeah.
made it.
Yeah.
Still sober.
Yeah.
Still sober.
Still sober.
I love it. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing. You
Yeah,
know,
no.
that's near and dear to our heart. I'm coming up on my 4 years here
That's
soon. And,
Awesome.
Yeah.
but it's not easy. I had relapse was part of my journey, and it's lots of ups and downs, and it takes a tribe, a really strong support system. But it's so powerful when you finally get there.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. And that's going to make you such a more impactful business owner, I think, because you're able to share that story and empower other people. I mean, I talk to people all day long that are, having these crazy anxiety and depression, and they just don't know how to handle it. And sometimes just being able to offer that glimmer of hope, like, hey, it's not going to be like this forever. And here's a bunch of tools to help you get through it. So you guys are going to be in good hands for sure.
Nicole, what made you want to commit to this? He's going through this and all this, and I've been there to get some wild, crazy ideas. Why? We love having you here, but what, I don't want to be like that, but at the same time,
I think for me, just having to watch him suffer and struggle, right? And then I too am dealing with my own issues as a result of kind of that event we went through. And so I was learning a lot through his experience, one. And two, it was really just, for me, it was really just how inhumane some of these places were. Like, they strip you of all of your connections to the outside world. And I know it's done intentional, but also sometimes it just seemed like it's not the best way for someone to maybe recover. Like,
sure.
And so for me, and this has been something we wanted to do, maybe it's our North Star target state, right, is like have some sort of recovery range that pulls in all of our experiences, right? Like a little bit of altered states, a little bit of how do you make that recovery process feel more humane and loving? Because I think a lot of times, in recovery, people relapse because they don't have the right support.
Right. Yeah.
And loving support. I think one thing I tried really hard to do, and it was hard to do because there were some frustrating moments, obviously, but was love him through it, right?
Yeah.
Versus come from a place of, like, of course I can't understand completely what he was going through in those moments, but like try to remember, right?
Yeah.
He's suffering, he's struggling, and that's why he's doing the things he's doing. So I think the biggest part was just seeing it secondhand, and then seeing the impact it had on our family, like, and him, even when he was gone, right, the impact it had on our kids and just as a family unit. And then when he came home and he was better, just the differences I've seen in our kids. It's been
such a powerful why for us too, just because so many people don't realize they have tools available for, when they're getting sober, when they have anxiety, when they have depression, and, just showing people they have access to these things, that they can do these things that don't require alcohol or pills or, other things. And it's huge. So
it's like tactics and skills that aren't taught to you. They're not. It's sad because I never had panic or anxiety until my late 30s, right? When I started waking up in the middle of the night, full on panic attack. And I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah.
So yeah, I was exercising, sauna, cold plunge. Like, that was how I spent a lot of time in the sauna just having conversations with God, just to like thinking through all of these things. And so that was like my meditation space, and my safe space was in that sauna that we have at our house. And then cold plunge really was just like the re-energization and like that, building that mental fortitude, right? So that I could then come and like face the day basically.
Yeah.
During that.
Ooh,
So
I love that.
Good.
Yes.
Good. We relate a lot, guys. I appreciate the sharing of that. That's awesome. So let's get a little lighter subject. Talk to Miss Bree here. What's your favorite service? If you can choose one of the ones that we have, the one you guys are putting in, what's your favorite? What's your go-to?
Definitely the first one I ever tried, which was float therapy.
You are a floater,
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
I was actually this will all come back together, but I was gonna piggyback off what they were saying, which was like at the same time as they were going through all of that, I was working in a treatment center and very different setting. It was adolescents, not adults, and a different, like what we were treating was slightly different, but I mean, honestly, similar. But it's just interesting how like everything we were all going through at the exact same moment has all brought us to where we are now. And like, that's the whole of everything that I'm like doing in my therapy too. So kind of crazy. But while I was working there, I was like extremely burnt out. And this was like, I think after he had already come back and he was like, you really just got to do this float therapy. You gotta go float. And it was my birthday. And that was when I met you guys.
Yeah.
And I was like, just also having anxiety every day. And, that was such a relief for me, like just that one time. And I can't wait to do it more consistently and see the benefits that would come from that. So
yes,
that's my favorite.
I know you're going to be busy, but challenge yourself to do that.
It's a goal.
Yeah,
for sure.
Awesome.
What about you, Nicole? What's your favorite service?
Yeah, what's your favorite?
So really looking forward to the salt cave.
Yes.
I think it might become my favorite, but I'll have to say, just because it got me through a lot of like really challenging times, and I think it was one of many things that we were doing that helped my panic attacks. I don't have them hardly ever anymore, which it was like almost an every night occurrence.
Yeah.
To the point that I was taking clonazepam like every night just to like ward it off. And so contrast therapy, that sauna cold plunge, really was helpful for me. And I think part of it was the actual infrared sauna and sweating it out. But I think also it's just that taking that time to sit there and like let my mind kind of wander, or listen to worship music or meditate, like just kind of set aside for me and to let my body heal.
Yeah. For sure.
And then, of course, dumping in the cold water really trains your brain to deal with some of the hard things. So
it does. Yeah.
Tell us more about that salt cave. Yeah. We are so excited, dude. It's so cool.
It's sick, man.
It's so sick.
It's so cool. I can't wait for everyone to see it.
I think this spurred from a question I asked, maybe. I was like, have y'all ever heard of salt therapy?
Yeah.
And really more because I'm an allergy sufferer.
Oh.
And it's so brutal in Texas.
So brutal. Cedar fever, man.
And so I was like trying to figure out different ways. I've done allergy testing. Like, how can I not be constantly congested all the time?
She's allergic to roaches.
I am. Fun fact.
Found that out.
I didn't know you could be allergic to roaches.
Can I pretend to be?
I can't touch it. I'm allergic. But yeah, so I've been like researching what are natural ways, because the answers have always been you take a shot, it's an allergy shot, or they give you the nasal sprays, which work too.
Yeah.
But I was trying to figure out like what's the other ways, and I found halotherapy, and I was like, I wonder if it's salty. It seems to fit right in line.
Yes.
And so that kind of sparked our journey into the salt cave, and it's been a pricey one, but one I'm really excited about, and I think it's going to be really beneficial for a lot of people. And I mean, hey, who doesn't want the benefits like collagen building, like it's good for your skin, it's antimicrobial, like clean out your pores. I think all women are looking for that anti-aging look, and then just what it does for your upper respiratory. Right?
Yeah. So these guys didn't just go in with some dinky little halotherapy booth.
That's one thing I gotta say. You guys are like all or not.
It's not just some salt bricks on the wall and we're calling it a cave. We're talking like full on salt cave.
It's a cave.
It's a cave.
Floor to ceiling, salt on the ground. Aren't the floors heated?
They are temperature controlled.
So cool.
Yeah, and fiber optic lights in the ceiling.
It's next level. It's like full on cinema music.
Yeah.
Like it's so cool. Yeah. I'll be over there. So if you're able to get a booking and I'm not there, then you should. But, no, I'm so excited. It's a new addition. We've never done this at any location. So you're definitely gonna have to come and check it out, if those of you that are listening.
Hopefully it's a wild success and everybody gets them moving forward. So we appreciate you guys taking that.
We'll be the guinea pig.
Thanks for being the guinea pigs there. And it was so cool. I was there a lot of the times when they were putting it together, and the woman that put it together, Margaret, right?
Yeah, Margaret.
This Polish lady with this accent. It just goes.
She's a trip.
She's what, 60, 70 years old, like in her 60s, just moving a million miles an hour and watch this whole thing come together.
Two people
in 10 days. And the one guy had half a leg.
Yeah.
The one guy only had one leg. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Impressive. You wouldn't know
That's where he was going after he finished the cave. He was going to Florida to get a new leg.
Yeah, he was going to Florida to get a new leg.
That's amazing.
And I worked with him. I didn't realize that until like the day that they left. When he told me,
you would never know it.
You would never know.
Wow.
Never know. Yeah, he didn't like.
They were so talented.
It was awesome.
Did an amazing job.
It was awesome. So,
Richie, what was your favorite service? We didn't ask.
Yeah.
Definitely my top two would be cold plunge and float therapy. I, for probably like a year straight, every single morning, first thing I would do in the morning is hop in that cold plunge, activate that sympathetic nervous system response. You know, one of the things I try to do is like practice my coping skills when I'm not going through an intense anxiety experience. So just activating that, practicing my breathing, getting through that, then getting that parasympathetic activated afterwards when you get out.
Yeah.
And then the float therapy I love because I can just unplug from the outside world for a minute. No phone, no kids screaming. Just I've got a little hamster wheel that's constantly spinning in my head. So it really lets me like meditate, get through my thoughts, helps me with my thinking. And I love it. It's something, and it helps with the anxiety too.
Awesome.
So good.
Your favorite?
Float therapy.
Really?
And probably cold plunging too. Yeah. Anything that helps the anxiety. Yours is sauna.
Sauna,
yeah. Sauna guy.
Well known. Bree, on to you, girl. What has this experience been like for you so far? I mean, obviously we're still in the beginning. We're coming up on that grand opening, but what has this been like for you, you know, working with your dad and the family aspect? Talk to me a little bit.
It's been really fun. It's also been really great to watch their dreams come to life. I mean, they've really, like they said, we're all or nothing people, and that's the case in everything in life. So, you know, but yeah, it's been a really fun experience. And once the store opens, then I'll get to be the general manager there. So that's like super duper exciting also. But yeah, watching everything come to life and start as an idea and something that felt so far away, and then wanting to jump on this train with them, and now we're like almost to the end. So, well, the next beginning, I guess.
Yeah. But I like that.
It's been really awesome. So
I've been super impressed with your like curiosity towards a lot of this, and then also your ability to relate. As you know, you're not 45 like I am, but your ability to relate like your previous experiences to this. And I think that's going to serve you very well. So I've just got to say, I want to compliment you on that for sure.
Yeah. I feel like they were saying, we've all witnessed a lot of different ways that people choose to go about recovery and healing and all of that. And while I've seen a lot of things that I really have appreciated, and I've loved learning everything I've learned, but like my experience has definitely helped me guide me in a new direction of wellness and like what holistic recovery looks like. And that's where like all of these services come into play in ways that I've really been able to benefit from them, and just actually totally believe in all of this, I think, is the biggest part of it. So it's been really awesome to learn more about them. And then just like, I so believe in every part of it. So that's the coolest part. Yeah.
Nice.
Very
Nicole
cool.
and Richie, what have y'all's franchise experience been like so far?
It's a wild ride.
It's definitely been wild. It's been lengthy.
It's been slow and fast. Slow and fast.
That's what we said on the way over. We're like, it's kind of been like a roller coaster ride, you know? Because I think we signed on officially back in like April of last year. So
you guys were our second franchise, right? To sign.
Third.
No, but they're the second, but the the one behind y'all jumped y'all in the opening.
Yeah.
We got skipped.
So they've been trucking along, hanging on strong for sure.
But it paid off. We waited for the right location.
That location's going to crush.
Yeah, I love our location.
Yeah, I really do. I see, every day I go by, I see people looking in the windows and all that stuff. So
It's great.
It's great. And I know that there's a lot of people in Capel that are looking forward to going over there. So Nicole, yourself, what it's, talk to us.
Yeah. I said wild ride and I didn't mean it in a bad way.
Right. Yeah.
Just, I think a lot of learning, and we've been really grateful to have you guys
Absolutely.
along the way, because a lot of times we're like looking at each other like, what did we do?
Yep. Been there before. I get it.
But no, I mean, it's been great. It's a lot of learnings. I think we were ready for this change, but it doesn't matter how ready you are. It can be a lot, and
still got to jump off the cliff.
Yeah, you do. You got to just get in the water.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's been, like I said, definitely learning, a lot of learning and growth, but it's something I think we have been wanting to do for a while, and really, he was saying this on the way over here, just the whole reason we got into this is that we wanted to do something more with our lives than just go to our 9-to-5, make money for somebody else. Like, we want to genuinely help people and use what we've experienced, right? And teach people things that actually work.
Yeah.
Bridge the gap between who you are and what you do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It almost makes me teary a little bit. 'Cause sometimes we get so in, especially Kyle and I, since we've been doing this for so long, sometimes we got to get re-inspired and take us back to why we're doing this, and just remember that.
Which is why it's important for us to work in the store. I'm always down to take up shifts because you see it, right? Yeah. You see the cancer patient that for an hour and a half took a gummy or something like that and felt better.
Yeah.
Did we cure the cancer? No, but for that, whatever that time was, they felt better for it. And it's that is, does that necessarily pay the bills? No, but at the same token, it really hits at that heartstrings and stuff. And you sit there and you're like, that's why we did that. So it's coming, guys. You're about to, a lot of tears in the stores.
What's been some of your biggest learning lessons? What advice would you give somebody that's just starting that franchise journey?
I would take what you think you need money-wise and maybe add 50 to 100K.
Money can fix a lot of problems.
Not that it can fix a lot of problems, but I think just giving yourself more of a cushion than I think we accounted for, just because of all the little things that have started cropping up. And, I think one lesson, we had a hard lesson with the financial institution. I didn't know that they could revoke your loan. That was wild. Just there's that. And then I think you really have to commit.
Yeah.
You can't go half in because there's a lot that's thrown at you. There's a lot that we had to do. There's the marketing side, there's the business side, there's the human relationship side, right? So I just think you have to fully commit.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's been tough because we're both still working full time too, and we got 2 little kids.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We haven't had a moment to relax pretty much since I don't remember when. We're just constantly going, leaning on you guys for support and guidance, and that's been really helpful for us.
Yeah.
But it's taken a lot of energy and time, but I think in the end it's going to be probably the most rewarding thing we've done with our lives so far.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
You guys have handled it with a lot of patience.
No, that's honest.
You've done great.
It is.
Well, I don't think it's necessarily anything y'all have done, because I think y'all have been amazing throughout the entire process. I think there's just a lot of
running into random little hiccups that we weren't expecting.
And that's totally normal. Yeah. And it's funny because every time we do this with a new franchise location, it's we knew all the hiccups for that one, so we're gonna, and then it's a new hiccup.
And then
so
it's a new one.
now we just say, okay, there's gonna be hiccups. We're not sure what they are yet.
We're gonna get through them. It's gonna be hiccups.
But that's why you've got a big team, and for sure.
Where you guys are at now, there's in this state, we've seen it now a couple times. So it's I know it seems like it's normal. Like these things are it's just the nature of it. Like you're just like, yeah, well, I kind of like so shove it, rough it off, and then what's the solution type thing. It's like you start to build a mentality, and this stuff you're setting a new baseline, and it gets easier. It does. Yeah, I promise you that.
For sure.
So tell us about your grand opening. Get us excited for it.
Before we talk about the grand opening, I want to talk a little bit more about y'all's location.
Let's talk about the location.
Because there's some cool things that this location will have that not every other location has. So y'all want to share a little bit about a couple of those things?
Yeah, well, we touched on the Salt Cave.
Yeah.
And then because of kind of my recovery journey, I really I wanted to create like a space for community where people can come in, hang out, enjoy some alcohol-free beverages.
Yes.
So we're going to have an alcohol-free bar with our kombucha on tap, kava drinks, CBD drinks, THC drinks.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah. I just wanted to create a space. I loved going to the bars. And now it's not as fun. But I wanted to create a similar space for people in the wellness space too. Yeah. So that's what we wanted to do there.
Yeah, I think we've talked about, what did you call it? Sobriety?
We were thinking about maybe like Friday or Saturday nights once a month doing like a sober karaoke.
Love it. I'll be there.
Yeah.
I like it. That's so fun. Yeah, I mean, like our space, we all know this is very experience driven, and when you guys brought up the beverage bar, I was like, heck yes, this is so cool because I mean, it's all about bringing community, bringing wellness, and I'm all in for sure.
Yeah, and we have a massive green space. It's like right out front. So there's lots of opportunities there, right? I think we've been thinking about yoga on the green, right? And they have events there all the time. Yes. So we'll be right smack dab in front of that.
I love it.
All the time.
Yeah.
It's a nice space. It's a nice shopping center.
Yeah.
Lots of traffic. So.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
These guys will also have a full body red light bed. So a real nice, strong bed. I love those powerful red light beds. So that's awesome. You'll have to try that. And then massage chairs. Yeah, we do. Those are a nice addition too. And then 2 very cool themed rooms. So you'll have to come to the grand opening and see them.
We're not giving any details.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
No spoilers. You'll have to come to the grand opening.
Yeah. Hey, what a transition. Look at that. This guy's a pro.
Back at you.
33 episodes, guys. So before I don't get cut off, am I good to go? Good to go. Tell us about the grand opening, what you guys got planned. Are you excited? Stuff like that.
Super excited. I think we're ready. We're ready to invite people in, show everyone what we've been working on. We're going to have vendors. We'll have some raffle and giveaways, samples, some mini sessions. So we might even potentially have some yoga sessions. Potentially. One of our new employees is a certified yoga teacher.
Love it.
So we're super excited to have her. We've got some really good staff that have a lot of experience we're super excited about.
Oh, yeah.
Very good. Yeah. Many sessions. We'll be doing discounted founding memberships, which you can go ahead and sign up for. So you don't have to wait
Don't wait
for the grand opening. So if you want to lock in, it'll be the best rate they ever offer. It'll never go up. So you'll be locked in at that nice little discounted rate so you can keep going and use all their services.
Use all the new machines.
Yeah. So Glade Parks, you can peek through the windows now, but
we promise you we're on schedule. So.
It may not look like it, but we are.
Yes, it's all going to come together. It's all going to come together. So, no, we're super excited. Thanks for joining us, guys. Richie, thank you for sharing. Nicole, thank you for sharing. Bree as well. Fantastic. Absolutely. We're going to go ahead and sign off here. Like, share, follow, hit us up on social. Until next time, we'll see you guys later.